Welcome to this tutorial on how to cite reports using APA style. Reports are a common source of information generated by a variety of organizations, such as government agencies and public or private companies. Some reports must be published because they are mandated by law, while others are published because the organizations think it's newsworthy. Reports can often serve as primary sources of data and information for the organization that published them. In this tutorial, you will learn how to cite reports both in text and at the end on your references page. To create a citation, you need the title of the report, the first and last names of authors who wrote the report, the name of the organization for which the report was written, the year of publication, and the URL linking to the report online. Please note, some reports do not name their authors. In these cases, use the name of the organization as the author. In addition, some reports are not publicly accessible. In these cases, replace the URL with the name of the database. This could be a library database, a government report acquired by paying a fee, or a data product available by individual subscription. Citing a report in text is the same as citing any other source when the report has named authors. Include the author's last name, followed by the year in parentheses. Include the page number in parentheses at the end of the sentence, followed by the period. If there are 3 or more authors, include the first author's last name, followed by the words et al. Et al is Latin and it means and others. For these examples, I'm citing a 2018 report written by 3 analysts who worked for a U.S. government agency called the Bureau of Labor Statistics. The first analyst listed on this report is Evan Huebner, so I'm citing only his name. According to Huebner et al., 2018, child-related expenditures for education varied by only 6% across the U.S. P.10. A different way of citing in text is to enclose all this information, author's last name, year, and page number, at the end of the sentence in parentheses. Child-related expenditures for education varied by only 6% across the U.S. Huebner et al., 2018, P.10. When the report does not have named authors, use the name of the organization instead, followed by the year. If the report is a web page rather than a PDF, it will not have page numbers, so you'll need to cite the paragraph number instead. In this example, I'm citing Facebook's sustainability report published in 2019. Facebook 2019 has been increasing its use of renewable energy since 2013 with the goal of achieving 100% by the year 2020, para.4. Like the previous example, you can enclose all this information, organization, year, and paragraph number at the end of the sentence in parentheses. Among tech companies that have made a commitment to fighting climate change is Facebook, which has been decreasing its use of fossil fuels since 2013 with the goal of achieving 100% renewable energy by 2020. Facebook 2019 para.4. Now that you know how to cite reports in text, let's take a look at how to cite reports on the references page. For reports that have named authors, cite the authors by last name, comma, first initial, followed by a period. If there is more than one authors, cite all the authors in the order they appear on their report by their last name, comma, first initial, and include an ampersand before the final author's name. The year is enclosed in parentheses, followed by a period. The title of the report is next, followed by a period. The title should be italicized and capitalized in sentence case, meaning that only the first letter of the first word is capitalized with the exception of proper nouns. The name of the report is next, followed by a period. Finally, the URL for the report is last. No period is necessary. For reports that do not have named authors, move the name of the organization to this spot. For reports that are not publicly accessible, replace the URL with the words retrieved from, followed by the name of the database. This could be a library database, a government report required by paying a fee, or a data product available by individual subscription. Here are the 2 sources I mentioned earlier. I've listed them in alphabetical order as they should appear on a reference page. First, the report from Facebook. Facebook 2019, Sustainability in Numbers, and the URL. Second, the report from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, Huebner E., Roja A., and Tang N., 2018. Trade-offs in the expenditure patterns of families with children, Bureau of Labor Statistics, and the URL. You may have noticed that the formatting looks different. This is called a hang indentation. The first line of each item hangs over the subsequent lines. I'm Julie Shen, Business and Computer Science Librarian at Cal Poly Pomona. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me at jshen@cpp.edu.